This is going to be a bit of a rant video about artist mentality, our false expectations that everything is always going to be great if you're doing what you love. So, before I get started, I want to say that my original goal when I first started this YouTube page was to kind of make an episodic about my life and music and all the things that I'm doing and the time I spend with my friends, so that one day I can look back on all of this and kind of have a video diary of events that mean something, or a bi-weekly account of my life into that point. And I want that to be available for all time, because one thing that I find is missing in a lot of artists' lives is things about their past. Like, wouldn't it be really cool if your favorite artist, you knew, like, okay, well, this is how they grew up, this is where they started, this is how their journey started, this is the things that they went through, the things that they struggled with, different obstacles they need to overcome, good times, bad times, the whole kind of thing, so that you have maybe a greater connection with them, or maybe that you understand. Or even my goal would be to motivate people who are in a similar position to be able to follow their own dreams and kind of use my story and this episodic, hopefully that will one day be a little bit more cinematic version of my life, to show you guys that yes, it's like there's a lot of amazing things when you follow what you love, in my case music and art, but there's also a lot of challenges in this idea of when people say that when you do the thing that you love, you never work a day in your life. I think that's really that's not true. Just because you enjoy something doesn't mean that you're not working. Moreover, a lot of time when you are pursuing something that you really love, you're gonna have to put in a lot of work into doing it. But good news is that a lot of things that people tell you are really difficult are more often than not just their own blockings getting in the way, like starting a YouTube channel. Like, I started this YouTube channel, my first YouTube video was, I was thinking about, hey, I want to start a YouTube channel. Here we are. And I'm like, okay, I'll start it tomorrow morning. And then I went to bed and I saw a Gary Vee video that said, whatever you're thinking about doing, whatever great idea you have in your head, I don't care, just do it right now. Like get up, stop watching this video and get up and do it right now. I want to eventually find that, because that would be a really cool video to loop things around. But I'm like, okay, Gary Vee, I'll do what you said. So I got out of bed, I grabbed my iPhone XR, XR, and I just started recording like this. And I'll put a little thing, I'll put the video in the annotation above here so you guys can check out. I literally just I grabbed the phone and I downloaded this app, a vlogging app, I think. I kind of went on a huge tangent there of what my initial purpose of this video was going to be. But yeah, so I just want to explain what my intention with this YouTube page is. Moreover, what I want to really get at is, I want to, like I said, inspire people who are creatives or who are maybe just looking for a little bit more motivation in their life, to be like, if you want something, it's going to be difficult to get. Like, most of the time it's going to be extremely difficult. Even if you're lucky, the challenges just shift. You never get off scot-free, I think is the saying. So what I want to tackle in this video, just very lightly, and maybe go into a little bit more in the future, making Monday mentality Mondays a thing. At least I've noticed our obsession with owning things, and in relationships and in other things in that space. Why can't we just be okay with things being good and then it coming to an end? Do you know what I mean? For example, in a relationship, why do people need to say, like, I love you forever? Why do they feel the need to say I love you forever? Thought I used to know, but like, if you really think about it, even our most qualified people in the field of astrophysical anomalies and astrophysics or anything can describe to you what forever or infinity is, but just hearing them try to describe it is still very ambiguous. And why can't things just be good while they are, and then be okay with them not being good all of a sudden? Why can't we just enjoy each other's presence, or enjoy what we're doing right now for the time? Why does that always have to be incredible? And this idea of, like I was saying earlier, you don't work a day in your life if you do what you love, is not true. Because a lot of times it's going to be really difficult, and a lot of times you're going to want to give up what you're doing and just throw in the towel. But I just want to be there, and I want to show you guys that a lot of times it does get really difficult when you're doing this kind of thing where there's no secure path. And honestly, what I've noticed lately is that nobody actually knows what they're doing. And this is something I believed when I was younger, that everybody kind of like had an idea of what they were doing. But I feel more and more that honestly nobody has any idea what they're doing and everybody's just giving it their best shot, pretending. And that goes for me as well. What I'm saying right now might not even be specifically true to you, but it is for me, and it might resonate with somebody else out there, and that's what I want to focus on. Yeah, I know I kind of rambled a little bit in this video, but I did say I'm going to put a little piece right now and I'm going to put it at the beginning, but it is extremely rewarding. I remember when I first started making YouTube videos, and I think that decision, like that day, to stand up and make that first YouTube video, like before then I was making music and but after that YouTube video, all the decisions that came after it have been almost like a cascading waterfall of just momentum building and building and building. And now I have a YouTube page with hundreds of videos. Well, I think just over 100 videos. And I started a new Instagram account and I'm making best music I've ever made so far. And I'm continuously getting better. And it was, I believe, and this is going to be more reaffirmed in the months and years to come, that it was all because of that one moment I decided to be like, hey, this is gonna suck and I'm gonna be terrible for a long time, but you gotta start somewhere and it's gonna suck. I know this might not be the motivation you're looking for, but I just wanna make the perspective realistic. Yes, it sucks. And I think it sucks in everything. If you wanna do something, when you start it, you're gonna suck and it's gonna really blow for a long time. But if you love it and if you search yourself and you realize that that's really what you wanna do, holy is it worth it every single goddamn second. Like, I'm standing in my room here in Vancouver, downtown Vancouver, with all this amazing equipment and talking to you guys on my YouTube page, and I'm living with my roommates, my two best friends. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but if you would have told me a year and a half ago you're gonna be living in downtown Vancouver and you're gonna have a YouTube page, you're gonna be making decent enough music for right now, I would have told you you're a liar. But it all starts at one point. What's that point for you? Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. If you guys, what I really want to accomplish is I want to have an open dialogue with you guys, so that I don't want anybody to feel alone who's going through something like this. And maybe I won't be able to directly address you in every single comment that you have or every single DM. What I will try to do is, if I see a bunch of people messaging me about a similar thing, I'll make a YouTube video about it and talk about it from my perspective, and maybe that'll shed a little bit of light for you guys on what you can do in the coming years. I just want to be as open and flowy with you guys as possible. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, consider subscribing, leaving a comment on what you guys struggle with, or DM me personally if you guys need any help. I will catch you on Friday for that fate. Peace.